this is Steven Silva and welcome to another Monday Morning Art Talk. So today I just wanted to start off with some lyrics from a song by Shania Twain. Now I'm not going to sing it, but it goes something like this. If you got what it takes, you can win. Today is your day to begin. Don't give up here. Don't you quit. Today is your day. This is it. And I love that, and I love what she wrote. And if you guys aren't familiar with Shania Twain, she was an artist in her own right, a singer, and did very well, was very successful, but all of a sudden just did give up everything and quit. She just stopped doing what she did and what she was great at because of a lot of fear that entered into her world and her mind, and she was going through some things in her personal life. And she was at her lowest point, and she realized that she needed to get back out there again. And that was part of the lyrics of her very first song when she reintroduced herself to the world as an artist again. And that's what it's all about, is you're going to go through some turmoil, okay? And you got to start, because today's your day to begin. No matter where you're at with what it is you're doing, don't give up. And you're going to go through those stages. Why? Because you're not being accepted. You feel that people aren't accepting you for what you do. You feel that you're not at the right level, the right place that you should be within your art. You feel that you're not worth it. You feel that you're not a professional. And this has a lot to do with, again, the artist's mindset, which is just as important as the art itself. And it's what I personally, when I do my workshops, I always start off with the mindset of artists. I've had some people say, "You too much motivation, man. Talk about the art." And what people don't understand it's 90% up here, the mindset, and that's what's going to drive the art and make you a better artist. And that's why I'll never stop with my mindset for artists and trying to encourage that, because that's what, in all honesty, has paved the way for me through all these years. Now, I've never been in a situation where I want to quit. I've always wanted to thrive, and I've always wanted to just be whatever train I jump on. I try not to jump off that train and just keep going and see where it takes me, because I don't know. And to me, that's the exciting part about this journey. You may feel that you can't charge what you're worth because you're not at that level yet. The bottom line is you just need to, whenever you're being approached by a client or going to work in a professional manner, yeah, maybe you can't charge $5,000 for a logo or something else, but you charge something and you get what's due, and this is what's going to be important. And that driving force by you charging is what's going to put you on the map. Just what happens is when you're giving away your work for free all the time because you don't feel the self-worth, yeah, you're not going to feel like a professional ever. You're always going to feel like a student. You're always going to feel like you're not worthy. But I can promise you this, that first day when you get that check, and even if it's for $50, that's going to make you realize the potential that you have as an artist, that you can make a living doing this. It's going to be a journey. You have to have the mindset and the discipline and the drive. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say that this is for everyone, because it's not. There's a lot of you guys out there that are going to be struggling. You're going to go through it, okay? It's just part of the nature of the business. But like in nature, what happens to the weak people out there? What happens to the weak animals out there? They don't survive. Why? Because they don't have what it takes to win. Okay? If you got what it takes, you can win. Today's your day to begin. You have to have what it takes to win. The minute you start letting all those thoughts of this is never going to happen to me, you're absolutely right, and it's not. So don't feel that way. It's going to be a struggle, and in a good way, and it's part of what life's all about. You have to go through these experiences. So the artists that you're seeing, that you admire today, they've all gone through this. Many artists don't talk about their struggles. They just don't. They want you to believe that they got there without going through all the madness. They want you to believe that they're better, that if in order to be a professional, in order to be great, that you just have it, you just got it, and they don't. Okay, it's just a false mindset. It's a false thing. There's some artists out there that would make you believe that they never use photo reference because, ooh, that's cheating to use photo reference. Or there's artists out there that believe, I never copied anyone. I'm so much better than that. Don't fall for that. Okay, don't let that torment you or hold you back. What the greatest thing for me was? When I have right there on my wall, I'm going to try to turn my thing here without hopefully unplugging. I don't even know if you can see it. But up on that wall there is one of my favorite artists, Mort Drucker. He's the guy that I learned from, the most as far as caricature, Mad Magazine artist, my hero, my mentor. And when I admired this guy beyond all belief, and I was sitting there drawing caricatures in the theme parks and working hard at it, just trying to get better, just felt I had bad days, I had horrible days. I had people tear up my artwork in front of my face and throw it away, okay? I went through this stuff and realized, God, I just want to hit that perfect line. It's just got to be perfect, otherwise I'm not a real artist. And then I went to San Diego Comic-Con where I met Mort Drucker for the first time and was fortunate enough to buy one of his originals. I'm flipping through his originals and you know what I saw? Mistakes. I saw whiteout on his original artwork. And at that moment I said, man, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to put whiteout on my original artwork. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And at that moment, I came to the realization that, well, I can do this too, that this is possible. And so I just worked at it. And still, even when I got my studio jobs, I had horrible days and stuff. I'd be lined up with paper, just crumpled up, just all over the floor of just horrible drawings that I didn't even want to show anyone because I didn't want to be part of it was I don't want them to think that I'm a bad artist. But eventually, more and more I realized, man, everyone makes mistakes, but not everyone talks about it. So all those professionals out there that you do admire, we have bad days. It's what happens. So my talk today is just don't quit, don't give up. Just keep working hard at what you do. Find that focus. Know what it is you want to do. Put your work out there. Sell your work. Don't give it away for free. Even if you're making $25, $50, I don't care. It's valuable. It makes something. And just get yourself out there at conventions. Just start writing. Start thinking about what it is that you enjoy the most, what it is that you want to do, what's going to get you excited, and start focusing on working on that. And don't be in such a rush, okay? We're seeing that's part of it too. We see all these people, oh, look, they're all doing their stuff. Why me? Why am I not doing it? I've seen so many people, and I haven't gone through this personally myself where I've had nothing, okay? Because I've always believed that I'll do something. So I like I said, I've never really quit. I've always pursued. I've given up on things that I've tried and realized it's just not working. Just different businesses I started, different projects I began, and realized, it's just not going in the direction. And I tried every which way, and I just at that point knew I went with my gut and realized I just got to pull back. But that didn't mean I quit doing art. And I've met many artists, professionals who were working in the studios. They got laid off and they had nothing, and they were selling their crew jackets, they were selling their freaking Emmys, they were selling their stuff on eBay just to make money. But you know what? All these people that I have met, and some of you might be in that situation right now, you got laid off or anything else in your job and you feel like you have nothing. I've seen these guys rise. I've seen them rise. You see, all of a sudden I see them again a year later. where they're practically sleeping on someone else's couch, but now something else has changed in their life. There's something for the better, because humans, we have this ability that we have to be thrown in a horrible situation first to sometimes even realize what it is that we're capable of doing. We don't even realize the superpowers we have until we're thrown into that situation. So once you get out there, and I've seen these guys rise, and I've seen them come out from being knocked down. And it happens because our biggest fear in mankind, in human nature, is to lose everything. Our fear is to have nothing. And that's our biggest, greatest fear. And once you have nothing, you realize, I can build back up. I can have something. I don't have to stay like this if you're of the right mindset. If you're of that person who just stays down and stays in the swamps and is just like, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me, well, nothing's going to ever happen. So you have to start saying, you know what? I'm going to climb up through this. I'm going to pursue, and I'm going to keep going. And it's that person, it's that champion, it's that fighter, it's that winner that is going to get you to that place that you want to be. And I've seen it happen. So I know it's possible just through observation. Has it happened to me? No, it hasn't. And not to say that it will never happen to me, but I can assure you, when I have been down in the dumps in my own mindset about things, I know that it lasts a few days, a week, a month, but I get out there and I rise again because I force myself to do something that maybe was lacking in me. Like, I realized what was missing for a while within myself. I was missing drawing from life. It's in my sketchbook. And it wasn't till I started to commit. That's it. Once a week, I'm going back to drawing in my sketchbook. That's what I feel is missing, because I was writing it down and I realized that was a point that was missing. And I started doing it, and I started to rejuvenate myself, and I started to fill my bucket again. And that's what you need to do. I can't tell you what that is for you. Only you can tell that what is for you. You can't ask other people what that is going to be. You can't ask your parents. You can't ask your family members. No one knows but you. So you're the one who has to do this, okay? So if you got what it takes, you can win. Today is your day to begin. Don't give up now. Don't you quit. Today is your day. This is it. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care.